What is going on, everyone? Welcome to the Ben Zone here on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. My name is Ben Cornett. Um, Happy post Christmas. I hope everyone had a good holiday. Yesterday, I know I did. I spent time with family. I hung out, got to see my nephew and nieces. That was always great. See them open their presents, which is always fun. So, just spending time with family. It was just a really good day for me. Again, hopefully, same thing for you guys. I hope everyone who's watching had a great day as well. So, with that being said, let's get to it. Um, Last night we quite a game, quite a game. How do I describe it? Ugly. It wasn't the prettiest of games, but the Bucs, took it to overtime, won 19-16 against an Arizona Cardinal team that, they're just decimated with injuries. Uh, we all know Kyler Murray's out for the year. They have some other injuries on their defense. You know, it, again, I could say I'm surprised, but then I can't say that I am either because once again the Bucs, score one touchdown, and I just don't understand it with the team that's so talented. I mean, I know I'm beating a dead horse here, but this shouldn't happen. And the touchdown we got was from Rashad White that um, got us back in the game in the third quarter, I believe. And we just could not move. We had a couple shots in the red zone, couldn't do it. We had penalties. Now we only had 5 penalties for 30 yards, but it's when the penalties occurred. A couple of them were in the red zone, so that pushes our team back, and now it makes it longer to get a first down, and it's frustrating. I thought Fournette did have a pretty good game. He had 20 carries, 72 yards, but he also had, I believe, it was like 80 yards receiving. He led the team in receiving as well. So they used Fournette a lot, and again, it's not bad. I mean, Fournette, you can use him in both, receiving and running. Oh, we got somebody here to join me here, and I'm gonna have him help me break this down as well. Let me add him on. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Johnny Dean. Johnny, how you doing today?
How's it going, guys? Merry Christmas. Belated Christmas.
Johnny, so last night it was ugly. A win's a win. What are your thoughts on this game?
That phrase you just used, a win's a win.
Yeah.
That's what's been on my mind.
Okay.
Okay.
Elaborate.
A win's a win, right?
Yeah.
The Panthers beating the Lions yesterday. Yesterday. That was a win, okay? And that was an impressive win. The Bucs beating the Cardinals with third string backup and a weak ass defense that we should have been able. We did run good. We ran well against that defense, and I understand why they stayed with the run because that was how you attack the Cardinals. It really is. You don't want to be throwing back there with the Buda Baker and all that stuff. You'd have had 5 interceptions if you'd kept throwing the ball like that. But Brady's got to get the offensive line out of his head. He really does. He's got to hit Evans, and he's got to find a way to make enough time to get to Evans. Plain and simple. That's the key. Get the offensive line out of your head. It's kind of hard to do when the linemen keep going down every game. We got another tackle going out. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah. And here's the interesting thing, Johnny. Mike Evans hasn't scored a touchdown since week 4.
Right.
Think about that. Week 4. And how many receptions do you have last night? 3. 29 yards, 3 receptions for 29 yards.
Yeah, little short passes. That's the only thing Brady's bringing him in. I didn't see that last pass, so I don't know what it was.
Just a short pass in overtime. got us some yardage, got us in field goal range. But the thing is too, I think is I don't think he wants to get hit. Tom Brady doesn't want to.
They're not utilizing him, man. When they utilize him, all they're doing is throwing out there looking for penalty. Brady's underthrown, overthrown. How many passes have been to him? He threw one pass last week, I think it was, in the double coverage at Mike Evans. Mike Evans got the ball. He took it away from two defenders. Okay. Yep. That's what Mike does. Use the weapons you have, people.
Exactly.
That's simple.
And by the way, he missed a Julio Jones touchdown, wide open. How do you miss that? I mean, Tom Brady just did not play well.
On that one play when he hit Godwin underneath or threw that interception, he's throwing short, and Mike Evans had nobody ahead of him. He was wide open, 5 yards past the separation with the defender, and he was right there. Brady's got to quit panicking. He really does, dude.
Well, I think that's what I was saying earlier. He doesn't want to get hit. That's why he doesn't let a play develop.
Exactly. It's just we've known that about Brady ever since he first came into the league.
Right.
The key to taking Brady out of a game is to hit him. Right.
Yeah.
And it just he had the line around him all these years. No matter what, the Patriots have always had a line around Brady.
Oh yeah.
Okay. All these years he's had a line around him where he can take his time and do what he needs to do and be effective. He don't have that line, and I think he's just really taken out of his head right now.
Well, Johnny, he's going to have to stand in the pocket, even if he does get hit. He's got to let the play develop. At some point, he's just going to have to do it because otherwise, you're going to see the overthrows. You're going to see the underthrows. You're going to see him make those bad throws. And Marco Wilson had 2 interceptions. The one where he tried to get Evans that deep out. And, I mean, he threw it too early.
How many times has Brady given a rookie their first interception this year? Just this year?
A lot.
Yeah, a lot. Jim Melvin asked a good question down there if you want to pull it up.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you, Jim, for tuning in. Appreciate it today. He's saying, talk about not wanting to get hit. Has there ever been anything written about Brady's weight? He looks about 15, 20 pounds lighter than in previous seasons. Well, yeah, I mean, he's on that TB12, whatever they call it. But
the veggie diet.
But
no proteins.
No proteins, yep. But Jim, I mean, he's got to you don't have a good offensive line. You're gonna have to take some lumps. I'm sorry. At this point, you're just gonna have to. You got to let those plays develop, those routes develop, and he's not doing it. He's too afraid. He has to get it out fast. Like Johnny said, for so long, ever since the first day he played quarterback in the NFL till now, till let's say last year, he's always had a line, a good offensive line, consistently. But he doesn't have that now. He's going to have to adjust, just like everybody else. Every player, they're going to have to adjust. And at this point, he hasn't adjusted. And this is where you're seeing all the bad throws. And plus, the age is getting to him. He's 45, guys. I mean, he's not going to have that same.
Yeah, he can't. Arm. He can't get out there and make time anymore like he did. He used to be able to do that.
Yep.
Now he's not. So.
No, but that's a good question, Jim. I mean, yeah, he does look a lot lighter, and he's got a lot of things going on in his life outside, and it is affect. I don't care what anybody says. I think it's affecting him on the field as well. But he's got to put that aside. And listen, we're 7-8.
That's easier said than done. If you get divorced and your kids are living next door, and somebody else that you don't even know is taking care of your kids, and that's not something easy to get over. I think here's what they should have done. They should have went with Trask at the beginning of the season when Brady got right. Brady was calmed down. Brady felt like he could be Brady again. Then bring him in. That's what they should have done because they already had the playbook for Trask.
Right. And football logic tells you that's possible. Definitely, I'm not disagreeing with that. It's Brady. He's going to tell you no.
Yeah, it's like everybody talking about sit Brady, bench Brady. You're not benching Brady. That's Brady, dude. Come on.
No, he runs the offense. He's telling you no.
And right now, at this time of the year, if you're really wanting to get into the playoffs, which I know once you're in, anything can happen. But if we keep playing the way we're playing right now, we got to win. We got our running game going against the Cardinals who have poor run defense. So, I don't know what that tells you either.
Probably not, but you do got to take those positives. And I'm going to take that into the game against Carolina, which we will talk and discuss Friday on the Benz on Have
Cool.
at It. But
Sean said something about
Merry Christmas, Sean.
who is it? Who is it?
This one.
The fantasy points, Godwin, yeah. But Lenny's been consistently good in fantasy. He
Yeah.
has.
Mm-hmm.
He's going to get you those receiving yards and a few running yards before they go to pass. Which passing to Lenny is our rushing. That's our rushing game. Okay, you just have to look at it like that.
Yeah, and that's what's great about Lenny is he's multi-versatile. Along with Rashad White, he can catch some balls too. So you got both good running backs and receiving backs. So they did a good job
You
again.
put a line in front of those guys, and it's a game changer right there.
Absolutely. Yeah,
all
because we've yet to see that. So just wait until they get an offensive line. Hopefully, everybody gets healthy around, middle of January. Maybe we'll have a chance. I don't know, but you're right. We need to see them with a better offensive line, and they could do a lot more damage than they are now. So, all right. I don't know. He might be watching, Scott. Johnny Smooth Dean. Look at that. Oh, yeah. He says
that's rough as hell, man. What are you talking about?
Not used to seeing a shaved Johnny Dean. And Scott says, you're making reference to his clean-shaved look. Yes, we are. Oh, man. So what else did you take out of this game besides what we were just talking about? I mean, does this team have a chance against Carolina Sunday, playing the way they are right now?
Let me try to be positive. Anything can happen in a division.
Yeah.
So it's the mentality of the team. If the mentality of the team goes in there and says, look, we got these guys, we can take them, then there's a good, strong possibility. If the team goes in there and goes, oh, shit, they kicked our ass last time, and it looks like it's going to be the same thing, then that's what's going to happen. You'll get a repeat.
Well, I think no matter what, even if the Bucs come out, more focused this time around, Carolina's not anybody to mess with. I mean, this team,
but we do match up better with them than the Lions do. It's just the difference in the matchups. The defensive line matched up better against the Lions than like the Giants and stuff have done lately. And but they're still susceptible in the backfield. This might be a game where you do see Mike Evans come out again, because that's if there's a weakness on that defense, and Carolina has a great defense. It's in the secondary. It's not on the line. Don't try them on the line. Now that's where your running percentages is going to come down next week.
Oh yeah, and I would think you would think that this is perfect for Evans. Remember the first game he had that drop. That was a guaranteed touchdown. He dropped the ball.
Yep.
But I look at this game and we might as well preview it. Again, Carolina's defense good against the run. A little susceptible to the secondary, like you said. They're going to give up some big plays. But they got to Jared Goff in that game. They flushed them all day. So they weren't able to get anything going. Let's just hope that Brady can adjust, let the plays develop. He's going to have to take some hits. Carolina's going to hit you. But he's going to have to take some hits. If this is going to work. Because like you said, the run game.
I think we're going to have Walton out there at right tackle, and that he's or left tackle, and he's got a lot of promise, but that's promise right now. He hasn't developed it.
Right.
Been developed right.
Oh, you're throwing him into the fire.
Yeah.
I just feel like I don't know.
Well, I'd rather see him than Wells there anyway. So I'm
true. Yeah,
I'm good with that.
So we haven't heard anything on Donovan yet. I mean,
no, I haven't heard anything.
Okay. Ooh. Kind of want him out there though against that Carolina defense. Listen, like you said, Walton has promise, but promise is not experience. So I need the experience.
Walton's better at pass rushing, which helps.
Yeah,
you know what I mean, against the pass rush. Donovan is a straight beast with run defense. I can't just discredit him for that. Like
absolutely,
Dotson used to be really good at pass rush against the pass rush, but could not run block for crap. You know.
Yeah, and certain players have their strengths and weaknesses, and it's interesting. You wonder, would they go with Walton maybe in this game? Now I know he doesn't have the experience, But again, if he's good against the pass,
Well, don't forget Tristan he was limping last night too in the game.
I know that
He still played a hell of a game, but
he did. I thought he did pretty well. I mean, probably one of his best games of the year. And
yep.
but man, if you're this is Carolina now. Now you're playing a better, more healthier defense.
Exactly.
And if his foot his foot isn't right, I mean, they're going to test him. It's hard, man. It's hard.
They're going to do just like they did last time. They schemed against us. I think our offensive line with Tristan in it, they're not going to one-on-one with Tristan. They're going to bring extra to a linebacker or bring a safety blitz against Tristan or something like that.
Hey, did Tristan miss that game?
No, I think he was playing that game, wasn't he?
Well, I know he missed a few games this year, but
yeah, after when was it he got injured?
I thought it was in the middle of the season because I remember we played Carolina right around that time. Well, we'll look it up later, but yeah, but still, I mean, we got to be healthy, man. This week, hopefully, Donovan does play, especially for the run. But again, with Walton being a better pass protector, maybe switch in and out on certain plays. I don't know.
Yeah, but I don't know how much experience Walton has with the game plan in this and stuff because he's a rookie, man. He hasn't been thrown into that fire yet. Yeah. It's time now. I mean, when he came in, he gave up a sack, but he also made some good plays out there too. So.
Right. Yeah. So you take the good with the bad.
Right.
Sean says Darnold has to stay clean, no mistakes. They also need a big game from their running backs. Chuba, Foreman, and Blackshear need to dominate like they did last week, over 300 yards on the ground. Yeah, and if Donovan does not play this week,
well, see, there's a difference between the Lions and the Buccaneers in that aspect. Is we have given up big run games and stuff, but we're still really good against the run, and our defense isn't. I think we have a fuller defense than the Lions right now. That's the Lions' only weakness is their defense, honestly.
Yeah. Well, we got to remember too. Villa didn't play last night, so we're missing that part of the defense, that run stopper too. Connor, he had 70-something yards, got a touchdown, but again, like you said, there are times where we do stuff the run pretty good, so we're not horrible at it.
We're doing much better with the forced fumbles too. It's just we got to get them interceptions, man. We keep getting hit. We got cornerbacks getting hit in the hands and not catching the interception, man.
Carlton Davis had one like last night in his hands. I was hoping Jason.
Absolutely, Sean.
Best chance against the Panthers would be for the defense to get 3-4 turnovers. Even the Bucs can score in games and they win the field position battle. And Jim,
that's another thing that I had a complaint with too. Is our field position for the last 4 or 5 games has been horrible, man, and we keep letting them get that way. We got to tighten up on special teams and on our third downs, man. We got to stop the third downs.
Well, Jim, last night the Bucs had 36 minutes and 57 seconds of time of possession, so it was good last night, even with the overtime. So, but yeah, like you said, you're right though, Johnny. The last few games, we haven't gotten those first downs on third down, which moves the chains, keeps the clock going, keeps the offense moving. So that's what we got to do against Carolina.
Scott's pissed at you.
You would have read it out loud, yeah.
I don't even know what he's referring to. Which one?
Oh, there he is. Morning, Jason. How are you doing today? Oh, man. Yeah, damn, Jason. Okay, I read that one already. Let's see. Very true, Johnny Dean. This will be a division game, which seems to hit a little different. Yeah. And, Sean, anything can happen. I mean, again, you got a 7-8 team in the Bucs. You got a 6-9 team in the Panthers. I mean, division games. Look at the Texans. They upset the Titans this weekend. I picked that one, by the way.
So did
it's a division, and so did Johnny. Yeah, me and Johnny. So it's a division game. Anything can happen. They know each other very well. So, it's going to be fun.
Wait. What's this? What's this Liz Frank Lenny shit? Is there an injury report I don't know about here?
Liz Frank Lenny. I'll have to look it up in a little bit after we get off the show. But
that would be a blow to us right there, man.
A major blow because now you're down to what White and Vaughn, who made an appearance last night. He got a
Did
decent
Vaughn
carry
actually
there.
make an appearance?
Yeah, he did. He got a one carry for 6 yards, I believe. Not bad. I mean, you don't. You
6
hope,
yards and 1 carry, so that's good average.
yeah. Oh yeah. But I mean, yeah, you'd like to see Vaughn get some plays, but not at the expense of if Leonard's going to be out. You don't want that to happen. So
Right. Oh, okay. I wouldn't, dude. It's football. He could be playing out there with an injury.
yeah,
I mean,
he's
Brady
tough.
did it. Brady did it with ACL in what 2020
Yeah.
in the Super Bowl year. Yeah.
Yep. Well, and you look at what Leonard did last night. A couple runs there where 5, 6 guys were trying to get
Yeah.
tackle, and he still was able to push the pile. So he's a tough dude. He'll play through it. I mean, we'll see what happens. And yeah. So, anything else that you saw last night that you could say a positive, maybe? Either on either side of try to find one.
Well, Buda Baker was kind of ineffective last night.
Yeah.
Well, of course,
Yeah.
that's from not throwing downfield, but
Right. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. And Misador says,
yes, it is.
it seems a wonderful drug. Yes.
I used to take them shots in the back constantly.
Ah, there you go. I saw the Rams score 51 points.
I had a feeling that was coming. I didn't know it was going to be 51 points. I had a feeling the Rams were going to dominate that game, though.
Oh, yeah. I mean, listen, they took Green Bay to the limit. It's not like they played horribly against them.
Exactly.
Baker, look, I mean, whatever happens with Baker Mayfield, he's put on a decent showing, and he's going to get a look from teams. I don't know about being a starter, but, he could be a good backup. Maybe the Rams re-sign him for 1 year, get him a backup to
I think that's
Stafford.
the best place for him because I don't think anybody else is going to give him the.
Yeah. And McVay likes guys like that can run around, because he's a good play caller and creative. So that'll help.
I noticed their offensive line stood up a little bit better too last night. Yesterday.
Yeah, absolutely. Misador says Gage played well. He did. Man, he took some hits though. Man, you could feel him. He's feeling them today. I mean, those were tough hits.
I saw a comment about last night's Bucs game that cracked me up.
Okay.
They took one instance where Tom Brady had a clean pocket and threw it in the dirt, and they were all over that. But that one play, he had a clean pocket. He had a clean pocket because everybody had dropped back into pass coverage, and there was no open man.
Yeah.
So what's he supposed to do? Come on, people, watch the game. If you're gonna complain about something in the game, pick something accurate, man.
Yeah, because a lot of times fans are prisoner of the moment. They see one thing. Oh my God, why did he do that?
Right.
Again, you got to watch it carefully. Try not to overreact. Because we're not out there. They know the plays. They know what should happen, what can happen, what didn't happen. We're fans. We're just watching it on the screen. So.
Me, what are you complaining about, man? Lenny got over. He had a great game. I mean, if they saw something and it worked, use it.
I kind of agree with Johnny. I mean, Fournette was running pretty well last night. And listen, you can't run Leonard Fournette 40, 20, 30 times a game. He's going to have to, you're going to have to use White. It just depends, how the game is going. It was a low scoring game, so we could run the ball. We're only trailing by one possession. So it's not like we were trailing by 10, 14 points, I thought we had a good game plan for once. We had a decent game plan, except for when Byron Leftwich called 3 straight runs and we missed it on 4th and 1. That frustrated me. I'm like, come on, man! Like 3 times in a row, you're going to run the ball 1 yard.
Well, I hate
a little more creative.
3 runs and then you run to get to the red zone, and then when you get to a short yardage situation in the red zone, you throw the ball after run's been doing you well. That I didn't like. Well, I don't know what throw to Jones he's talking about here.
Oh yeah, throw to Jones was trash. He had a 7-yard halo and a flat trajectory. Well, he got it out too quick. Tom
We already
Brady.
discussed the whole Brady panicking thing, so
Yeah,
I think we're on the same page with you there, me.
Yeah. Lenny played well, but you pull White. Why? It just doesn't make sense. I mean, again, Fournette ran the ball pretty good. I understand what you're saying to me. I mean, White is, he played good too. It's, they felt like, okay, Leonard can make those big runs, but he was used more as a receiver. I think he had like what 10 catches for
100 and something yards. 90 yards receiving, man.
So. Yeah. So, I'm not going to really complain about that. But I do understand.
They did give White the touchdown after Leonard got him down there. So,
Yeah. And that was a big key. I thought that was the big key of the game. When Connor got the touchdown, it was 16-6. And right away, Leonard had that big, 30, 40-yard run on the first play. I mean, that really helped us get back into the game. So, you just got to take the good with the bad. I mean, yeah, Fournette's going to some games, Fournette's going to get more carries. Some games, I should say, White's going to get more carries.
It's all about the matchups.
It's about the matchups, yeah.
No, I don't. I only saw the two White runs, and that was it. I didn't see him out there that much. But Leonard was carrying the ball. I mean, he was bell cowing it. That's what you want from a running back.
Yeah. Misador says, and me, thanks for commenting, man. Appreciate all the comments. You got some good stuff. I hate that we have a quarterback that averages 2 yards a sneak his whole career, and you have 3 tries and never ran it. Yeah, they should have. They should have done that. One of those. I mean, they did one. Brady did get a sneak in one of the plays. So, Ian Mann, we're the F furry. I don't know who that is. Why didn't I get a notification that the show started? Yeah, we notified you, man. I put the time and everything, but oh man. So, any other games you want to talk about? I know this was Bucs recap, but any other games that impressed you over the weekend? That
the Miami game was I don't know what to do with Miami and the Packers, man. What are we doing with the Packers now? Are they a team again? Are they going to be a scary playoff team now, or what? What's going on here?
If they make the tournament, possibly, but I still don't see them getting in. I mean,
they're the first team that's beat Miami in Miami this year.
Is that right? Miami was undefeated going at home.
Yeah.
Wow. Oh man. But
they took to the Bills, and then I expected that. Honestly, I expected that to be a blowout. I thought Miami was just going to walk all over them, and then look.
Yeah, I thought it would be a close game, but I just
after that Bills game, I thought Miami was ready to just come out and then Tua throws 3 interceptions in the fourth quarter. I mean, come on, man.
Yeah, I mean, you just got to wonder now. I mean, is he the long-term answer? And after that, I mean, I don't know. I mean, Miami's got to play New England next week in Foxborough, cold weather, and then they're at home with the Jets. The Jets are fighting for their playoff lives, so they got 2 tough division games left.
Yeah, and even though New England can't put points on the board with their offense, their defense has been clicking, man.
Yeah, but they got that. The Bengals really took it to them early on in that game, and they just weren't able to overcome it. Now, they almost did, but it was just too little.
Miami plays like they did yesterday. They should have that game in New England because they put those points up and then played fairly good defense for a while. That was supposed to be Miami's strength this year was their defense, right?
Yeah.
And it's not looking so hot for them there with their defense.
Derek Carr to Miami. That would be crazy. No
that
way.
Ain't happening. Why would they they're not going to go away from Tua. Mike McDaniel is sold on Tua, and I'm kind of sold on Tua. He just has to settle down.
Yeah, I mean, but I'll tell you, 3 interceptions in the fourth quarter, though, that is
right.
That's not going to help your cause. So
I didn't even see what kind of looks they were giving him. That one, man, he just threw right into a group of Packers, man.
Oh yeah. He threw it too quick. You know how he does those quick throws? He's a left-handed quarterback too.
Yeah.
So.
I don't know if there was something in a route that got blown or whatever that it was supposed to be, but you can't throw into a group of Packers like that. They were all right there. There was 4 of them right there, you know.
Yeah.
And,
Well, Sador, I mean, I think the last few weeks told you what Carter's future in Vegas is going to be. And he just hasn't played well. I mean, he hasn't played well. This is one of those where I think a divorce is good for both sides. I think Derek needs to go to a team, get a fresher start. The Raiders need a fresh start with a new quarterback.
I could see Derek going to the Panthers, man.
Hey, DJ Moore. I mean, that wouldn't be a bad idea.
A weapon there.
Oh, here's one.
No, I don't want him there. It's nothing against Derek Carr either. I'm more about developing players that we draft. I don't want to get in that Rams situation. Sorry, Scott, but I don't want to be in a Rams situation where you're just having to buy a quarterback every friggin' year and you're over the cap by 50 friggin' million all the time. You know? And we got lucky. People think that, we got Brady, we can go get anybody. No, we got lucky with Brady because Brady didn't charge us like these other guys are going to charge.
Yeah.
Derek Carr, even though he's an average quarterback, he's going to come in with a price tag a lot bigger than Brady's.
Yeah, because he's still got some money left on his deal, so you're going to have to trade for him.
I think we're $30 million over the cap now, or 30 or 45, something like that, man. So, no.
Yeah, and think about this: you're going to have
develop.
Develop, and you're going to have to cut some people to get to that, get that cap down. So
yeah, we're going to do that anyway. But
right, but I mean, as far as we might be losing some weapons on that team,
absolutely.
So
just got to pray that our developmental staff is as good as it's expected to be.
Hey guys, breaking news: the Broncos have fired Nathaniel Hackett.
That wasn't long. That didn't take long.
It probably took longer than I thought, but yes, Hackett has been let go by Denver. Just got the alert. So, yeah. Oh well. I mean, I don't think he was ever right for that job. So he'll be back being an OC somewhere. But yeah,
Scott Thaler, you better be afraid next season because you saw this season. Next season, your money's gone, dude. You're dried up, and you have no draft. You have no draft, dude. When's your first draft pick?
Third round.
Yeah.
I mean, that's why I say you might as well re-sign Baker. 1-year deal, keep him as a backup, and if in case Stafford does get hurt again, God forbid, you have a decent backup who's got experience. So
honestly, I don't. Oh, okay, you were just saying something. I read that at the same time. He said, Misador said, do they make a run at Peyton? I don't think so. I don't think so.
No.
I think Peyton's going to either Dallas or somebody else he's already got to deal with because he's already hiring a staff. So
yeah. Chargers, that's another team that could be.
That could be. Oh my God, Peyton at the Chargers.
Especially if they lose their last two. Now, if they play the Colts tonight and they play the Broncos.
If they lose to the Colts, what's his name is fired. He's gone.
Yeah, I could see that.
Oh, yeah, there's Nathaniel Hackett now.
Yeah. Yeah. And yeah, Misadori said it right there. He's heard the rumors of Peyton to the Chargers. It makes a lot of sense. And Justin Herbert could use a guy like
absolutely. Could you imagine Peyton coaching Herbert, man?
Oh my God.
Watch out Mahomes and Burrow.
Yeah. Yeah, because that's all he needs. He needs a better coach.
Allen.
Yeah. Oh God. I mean, that's scary. That's scary in the AFC West.
Yeah.
Now you're talking. Yeah,
because that's a loaded team, man. That is a loaded team.
Yeah, and I think they've had injuries, granted, but also they've kind of underachieved.
Yeah. Let the AFC West feel like we've been feeling all these years with that son of a bitch in our division.
Yeah. Oh yeah, he owned us like for the last several years. I mean, let's see. Damn it, you just said that. Yes, we did. My fat thumbs.
I know the feeling, man. Slow. I hate that shit with a phone. And then and then friggin' autocorrect hits me because I type a wrong letter in or some shit.
Oh, I know, yeah.
And it'll say something completely different.
Scott, I'm going to answer that for you real quick. No. That's not happening.
I think he already turned them down. Actually, I think there's an article on Bucs Report about that. They brought him in, and then he turned them down after he wanted to play. I guess the Bucs didn't offer him enough or something.
Well, too bad. I mean, you should have been there from the start if you wanted to come back.
He would have been on the team. I mean, at least make arrangements with him to begin with if you wanted, because I don't know what Bowles was doing or shit, but Arians was all for him coming in mid-season. You know what I mean?
And speaking of Arians, Collinsworth, how many times did he mention it last night? Boy, don't they
Arians needs to be down on the field.
Like he yelled at Tom Brady. Like he told everybody if he didn't like it, he's going to tell you. He was going to get.
Yeah, he held you accountable, even if he did have to slap you upside the head.
Yeah. Oh yeah, this is Corey saying Chargers or Browns. No, he's not going to Cleveland.
I think Cleveland's set with their head coach right now.
Right now, yeah.
I mean, he just got Coach of the Year. What was it, a year or two ago?
Yeah.
Yeah. So he'll fill out his contract anyway.
Yeah, and plus I think Payton's a better fit in LA with Justin Herbert. I mean,
please go to the AFC. Please get out of here.
Yeah, it'd be interesting to see what happens in Denver now with the new head coach. They got to get that right. I mean, obviously, they're stuck with Russell Wilson. You made that trade for him. That was a disaster.
Actually, the truth, Scott, expatriates do lie.
Yeah. Well, I'm special.
Brady even said it. 90% of everything they say is a lie. So.
Oh yeah, it's the Belichick way. Is Cleveland regretting Watson?
I think they should have regretted it from the moment they fucking signed that deal. But now I don't know. He's played 3 games now.
Yeah, he's looked okay, but I mean,
you can't judge his. After being out for as long as he was, you can't judge that.
I was really surprised the Saints manhandled him the way they did. I didn't see that one coming.
I didn't either.
Yeah, I mean,
which made me nervous too because we got to play them again. Oh no, we've already played them twice.
We swept them. Yeah, we swept them.
Good.
Monday night comeback. Yeah. Now they do play Carolina in the last game of the season, so that's
I'll be rooting for the Saints.
Whoa. Hey.
Over
we might have no choice. I mean, especially if we lose next week. I mean,
comes back where, Scott? We already turned him down. He was just in town. Scott.
Yeah.
And he walked out without a deal.
Don't say Rams, Scott. Do not say the Rams. They don't have the money. Who starts in San Francisco?
I think Trey's going to get a shot. I don't know, man. Where's Jimmy going to go? Because I don't think they're going to keep him there still.
No,
he might. But it's the age factor, and they're building for youth right now. Unlike the Rams, Scott, they are building for youth. They're keeping their team young and viable.
Yep.
They got to get rid the whole. Jimmy is a great game manager, but just like Brady, not mobile enough. You lose a couple of you saw what happened when Trent Williams went out, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yep. And plus, both Lance and Purdy are running type quarterbacks that Kyle Shanahan likes. So he's going to build around those guys. So no, he's done. They've turned the page. They already did their due diligence with him, keep him around. Thank goodness they did because Trey Lance got hurt, unfortunately. But yeah, you got to turn the page here at this point. They already got a Super Bowl team, Johnny.
Yep.
It's a Super Bowl team that they can beat the Eagles. Dallas did.
Yep.
So Niners are going to be scary for a while.
The Niners are getting scarier every game.
Yeah, they are. Yeah.
And that defense is just clicking, man.
Well, I saw some of that game against Washington. They stopped them on 4th down at the 1 yard line.
Yeah.
Washington could not get it. And they got a good running game. So,
they had a first down inside with first and goal. And then they got a penalty and gave them another first down. And they still stopped them. It's like, bring it. We don't give a shit. We'll take you out.
Yep. No.
I think here in a few years, or maybe even sooner, we're going to have to start talking about that San Francisco defense like we talk about some of the other greats.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. I mean,
And even the Joe Montana San Francisco defense was really good. It just never gets spoken about.
no, because they talk about Montana Rice, that
Montana, right?
offense. Yeah. Jimmy's gone. The locker room seems to be behind Purdy. Oh yeah. I mean, he's the flavor of the month right now. So we'll see what happens down the stretch. I mean,
After the Rams, the last person, I don't know who the user is.
this is
Corey.
Corey. Yep.
Corey, after the way the Rams defense collapsed this year, I don't think Raheem's going to get that many shots. He should have got a job last year.
He'll still get a couple interviews, but yeah, I think you're right. I don't know if he's going to get an actual job, but it's too bad. That's too bad. He's
I
had
mean,
a
he
rough
was a
year.
hot topic last year, but this year, after that collapse, I don't think they're going to interview him just to interview him. I think.
Well, I think the hot commodity is Ben Johnson in Detroit. The way he's done with that offense this year, so
Yeah.
he's definitely going to get a lot of.
No, there's no get backs. You can't have no do-overs there, Scott. You got your trophy out of him.
Yeah, you got a Super Bowl out of it. Don't push it. All right. All right, Misador, back to Tampa. Who is Bulls' offensive coordinator next season?
Oh God, they're just going to name Tom Brady offensive coordinator. But that's who it is anyway.
Right. I don't know. Maybe Ryan Griffin.
That really wouldn't be a bad idea. He's been there. That's
right.
What his job is, basically.
Yeah, he's been there for 26 years. Yeah.
Right.
And when Brady's drunk off avocado tequila,
Dude, you have to warn me next time you do that. That was good.
Oh, I got you on the perfect timing. Yeah. Oh, I don't know, John. I mean, in all seriousness, Leftwich isn't coming back. So, I mean, do you go in-house or do you go outside?
Ryan Griffin's got to be a quarterback coach before he becomes OC. So, we just can't table that. But honestly, he's got more coaching experience standing on that sideline than Leftwich, probably. How long has he been in the league? Because he stood on the sideline the entire time.
I think Griffin's been in the league for like a decade now, almost.
Yeah, he's got as much coaching experience as Leftwich or more.
Yeah, I don't know.
And the last, but it's been actually the last since Arians got here, when he's really getting that experience. Because Arians demands these guys get taught as coach. You know what I mean?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Before that, he had Cutter and all those idiots and stuff. And they don't develop players, so they're not going to teach nobody nothing about coaching, right?
Right. Yeah. Oh, this reminds me of Cutter. He's at Boise State, I guess. I guess he's like the interim offensive coordinator or some shit. I don't know.
Yeah. Steve Wilkes should get that head coaching job, but you know what? He won't. It don't happen. That never happens. Right. Arians didn't. Arians took the Colts to the playoffs while
Pagano.
Pagano was out, and then what did he get? He got sent to Arizona, right?
Yeah.
They didn't even offer him the head coaching job, right? Which I guess I can understand. Pagano got cancer, beat cancer, came back, head coached like crap. And they regretted their decision later. But
yeah, I don't know. It's going to be interesting to find out or to see what happens this offseason because Leftwich isn't coming back. I mean,
man, Black Monday is going to be crazy this year.
Oh, it started today, a few minutes ago.
Well, it started with the Panthers and shit too.
Oh well, yeah, that's true. Matt Rule, yeah, he's at Nebraska now, which I think that's a good move. Nebraska, kind of rebuild that program. Matt Rule's a good college coach.
If Kroenke shows his tax returns, we'll get the Rams back in St. Louis. I would love to see somebody in St. Louis. I really would. That city deserves a team.
They should have never left.
That's Kroenke and his bullshit, man.
Oh, I know. He wanted to be in LA. He wanted that property. He wanted that area. They can't even fill it up with their own fans. Sorry, Scott. You don't.
Maybe the Cardinals will get kicked out of Arizona and go back there.
Okay. You never know, man. You never know. So Corey says, I think the Panthers stay with head coach Steve Wilkes 23-20. They should, but it's not going to happen. They want a fresh start. They want to get a big name in there, kind of revitalize that.
Chicago will want one.
What?
Then Chicago will want a pro team.
Well, I'll tell you what, they took it to Buffalo in the first half, but Buffalo ended up just doing their thing and they ran them out of the building. So,
which one is it that owns the record for the most regular season wins? Green Bay or Chicago? I think there was a back and forth there for a while. I think Green Bay actually got the lead now.
Yeah, they got the lead now. Yeah, because Aaron Rodgers owns the Bears still. So, let me read this question. It's time of year again when the Quad Cities bitch about having an NFL team. The league has already said they can't give them a pro team. If they do that, then Chicago will. Okay, that's what you're referring to. Jaguar, no, that's not going to happen. They'll go to London before they go to St. Louis first.
Absolutely. That's what's his name is dying for a team over there.
Oh man, Misador says Green Bay.
Green Bay. Okay, that's what I thought.
Okay. Well, Johnny, any final thoughts on this show today? Anything you want to say or looking forward to this coming week?
Is there anybody standing out in the league? I mean, really just standing out outside of Eagles, and they're still vulnerable. They're vulnerable now too.
49ers. I think they're standing out. The record doesn't show, but
yeah, they are.
And Kansas City. I got to say, Kansas City's standing out. Those would be my two teams.
Kansas City, we expected to be at the bottom of that division, and look where they're at. It's like honestly, I'm not even going to say it. I'm not going to say it. Everybody else has compared that guy to Brady, man, but
yeah,
they're starting to look like the Patriots. How's that in that division?
There you go. Misador says later, John. Thanks, Misador. Appreciate you coming on today. You brought some good stuff, man. I like the comments. Jason, do you have a final thought about Alex Schomburg? I don't know. I don't think he does. And Corey says Jaguars move to Orlando.
That's more. That makes more sense than moving to St. Louis, but that's not happening either.
Yeah. All right, guys. That's it for this episode, this post-game recap. I appreciate everyone coming on tonight, or today, I should say. Today I was off work, so I was able to do this show early. But
love the shirt,
yeah.
man.
Oh, thanks. Christmas shirt. Raise the flag. It's got the old Bucko Bruce on it. So
that's awesome. I like it.
Thank you. Appreciate that, Johnny. And coming up this Thursday night on NFL Edition, me and Johnny. Well, I'll be late as always.
That's why I got that pick in before you.
Yes. Ben, you were late. Yeah. Well, my own show. No. I'll be late on NFL Edition this week. Is there you gonna have any guests this week, or like?
I haven't got anything lined up, but the normal.
The normal group. Okay. Yeah. Sounds good, guys. So tune into that NFL Edition Thursday night, 9 p.m. Eastern Time, 6 p.m. Pacific. Ben will be on probably about 7 Pacific Time, 10 p.m. Eastern. So it'll be myself, Johnny, Alex, Alec, the usual suspects. So check it out. They're on YouTube and any of the platforms on Facebook, a lot of groups. I'll share that. Johnny will share that with you guys. So that being said,
and please like and follow my YouTube channel, guys. Come on, man.
Yes,
we're building the hell out of that right now.
Absolutely. Like and share, and that's what I'm going to do here. Right there, guys. Like and share this show as well.
Yep.
Here, Ben Zone, YouTube. Let's go to Twitter right there, BennyBoy702. Find that one there, and YouTube, Ben Cornett 9015. So, all right, we got that out of the way, guys. Thank you so much for watching the show. Appreciate it, and we will see you Friday night. I'll be back Friday night. Have at it, episode 3. We're going to discuss the preview. We'll preview the Bucs Panthers and some other NFL games and talk about.
I got some movies and shit to talk about. We have at it, man.
Okay, Johnny, come on then. 11 p.m. Eastern, 8 p.m. Pacific. If you're still
and the late times, but I'll go to take a nap earlier and make sure I'm up.
Awesome stuff, man. All right, Johnny. Thanks for coming on, man. And we'll see everyone later on. Take care.
But later.